Rags, we're live on YouTube, so be my good girl. I'm always your good girl, mommy. Hi, Cat's Hodgepodgery. Oops, sorry about the bump. Hi, Susan BZO. Hi, Moonlight View. How you guys doing? I need a break. So I thought we'd go over the comments, and there have been loads of them, and I love it. Thank you guys. On the community post with my open question. Hi, Brenda Pittman. You guys know me, I'm gonna smack. I'm on break. You know, somebody says, hey, oh, bet shit, crazy retired woman. Retired woman. What do you do when you're on break? Oh, I go live on YouTube. Um, there may be some comments that I haven't seen yet that would have been posted within the last 5 minutes. Because it's about how long ago it was that I checked. But everybody over there got a thumbs up and a heart. Hi, Pam. Pam, I'm glad you're here because I was watching. I'm glad you're here, period. But I'm especially glad you're here because I was watching the live chat from yesterday, finally uploaded. And I saw your name in live chat this morning, and I didn't see you yesterday. I apologize. Hi, Tears Ran Dry. Yeah, howdy, Tears Ran Dry. You caught us on live. We're going to go over comments under this morning's community post. I want to see what you guys, well, I've seen what you guys have had to say. Those of you that have chosen to participate. I want to share it with everybody. I want to share it with the world. What the viewers here on Lip Lock No More say in response to a question. Thank you, Pam. You've been watching me long enough that I think that you get that I'm the type that it makes me. Now, if I had missed a whole bunch of people, that'd be one thing. Then, okay, well, she missed a whole bunch, and I wouldn't even bring it up. But I missed you and Oreo, I think it was. Anyway, I know. As a matter of fact, Moonlight View. Moonlight View, don't jump the shark. I uploaded a video this morning in response to Oreo with an apology. Oops, I know, Moonlight View. I was like, ooh, because when the, as I was saying to Pam, when the, did you see it, Pam? Okay. When the live chat uploads, I go back and I'm listening to what I'm saying, but I'm focused in on reading the live chat replay, especially if I'm going to say, hey, you want to ask me anything? And then completely like someone who not only asked a question, but did the emoji thing with the red exclamation point and question mark before and after. And then in a few minutes, if that long, I had said, hey, if you guys aren't going to ask, are you guys asking me anything? If you are, I'm missing it. And the next thing Oreo put in yesterday's live chat was the red exclamation point with the question mark and a finger pointing upwards. So my bad. So I'm just going to sit here for a few moments and kind of smoke a cigarette, have a few sips off of a soda, and then we'll go in and hopefully the Ninja Kittens, thank you guys for understanding. Hopefully they will stay settled down enough that in my hokey way, I can flip the lens and point it at the monitor of the PC. As usual, you guys probably won't be able to see them on your screen, but I'll read them to you, and at least you'll know that you can go over to our community tab and they'll be there. I have found all of your responses thought-provoking in some cases, all interesting, all certainly appreciated, all well-worded, all, no matter whether you left a few words, a sentence or two, or whether you wrote me a paragraph or two. It is obvious to me from having read your comments that you put thought into what you were saying. It went out. So anyways, while I'm smoking, let me, on my midday break, let me say hello. My name is Susan Brewer, and welcome to my channel, Lip Locked No More. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Alwyn. Alwyn and I, hi, Beth Ann. Alwyn and I throw gang signs. So I guess I need to think of something to jack my jaws about while I sit here and enjoy Rags. That noise you hear is Rags right on the other side of this camera in a phone in her kennel, and she has gotten down to the marrow within the cow leg bone that my husband brought her. She's getting pretty serious about it. Also, if you're wearing earbuds or headphones, I do apologize for all of the different noises going on around us. There's a box fan running in front of her kennel. It's warm and humid here today. And as well, I used a pretty, not a pressure washer, but high pressure on the water hose to hose out her kennel this morning. And what you see out here on the glider are her blankets and her snuggle bunnies that are airing out. But I have a fan running to make sure it's good and dry in there. I don't want her laying on any moisture. And I think somewhere, it's not a lawnmower. It is that. I have this thing about figuring out what sounds are. Hi, Rhonda. And guys, when I take my eyes off chat, and because on the phone your chat fades, let me see. Did I happen to see another chat? No, honey, I don't watch anybody that. If anybody says a word about me, and I don't mind repeating this, so to you because you're in my chat. So don't take any words I might or phraseologies I might use personally, because it most certainly is not directed at you, dear. I don't watch or listen to or give a fuck about a fucking thing any motherfucker on this platform says about or to me. They can tag me all day long. I have never once tapped mentions. I don't value the opinion of 98% of the people on this platform enough to waste my time listening to a fucking thing they have to say to or about me. No matter how large, no matter how small. I don't even watch people, unless it's somebody like Be the Bean that I know, who will, that I know that if Be the Bean tags me, that it's going to be something fucking funny. And I like funny. And y'all know one of my approaches in life, and I'm pretty serious about it, is that if you cannot laugh at yourself, you fucking sure better not be laughing at anybody else. The only people that I care on this platform, bottom line, what is thought of me, are my subscribers. I don't lose a blink of sleep. No bat an eye. And one reason for that is that I am totally unaware. I don't give a fuck. So, and like I said, baby, I knew I was going to be using some chosen words like I do. I love you too, Luminous. Hi, Crooked Arrow. Hi, Alicia. Yes, Alicia. Sweetheart. Hi, speak of the devil. Oh, and another thing. I think you used the word when you were sharing with me, baby. I think you used the word chastise. That's another creator chastised me. You know, like I chastise them, like they give a fuck what I say, right? Nobody's supposed to give a fuck if I chastise another YouTuber, but I'm supposed to give a fuck if another YouTuber chastises me. Well, first of all, fuck all y'all. Not y'all. Okay. But let me tell y'all this too. Unless you are 74 years old or older, don't you speak to me unless you know how to speak to your elders with respect. Because unless you are older than I am, I've lived longer than you. I've gotten laid more times than you. I've given more blowjobs than you have. I've been on stage in front of 14,000 people. I've run with the big dogs. Did not lay on the motherfucking porch. So, unless you are older than me, as far as I am concerned, you're a punk. You are wet behind the ears. You are snot-nosed because you ain't old enough to know to go get a motherfucking Kleenex and wipe your own fucking nose. And probably your mama has to pin a note to your chest when you goes outside, so as if you get lost, people's knows where's to bring your ass back to. So unless you're older than me, fuck you. And your opinion of me. Evidently, you watch me or you wouldn't know to chastise me. Isn't it interesting that you watch me, whoever you are, but I don't fucking watch you? Evidently, I am not a waste of time. Neither are my subscribers. Now, y'all got me wound up like that. It's your fault. I love you too, Bethany. I've probably missed a number of you in chat because the number has jumped by about 20 since I went on my... Yeah, it's tears ran dry. Blame it on tears ran dry. Dillegaff. I love... she ran calling wildfire. Pam Fogel, you may speak to me as a contemporary peer-to-peer. I will accept your input. Tears, you have big shoulders. Anyway, Tears, you made me let that cigarette burn up. So I'm going to light another one, but I ain't going to smoke the whole thing. How long have we been on? Well, hellfire. We ain't even been on here 20 minutes. I made Pam laugh. Whoop. That gives me joy. Anyway, y'all know a lot of what goes on over here anymore is me reacting to y'all. Yeah, it does, Rhonda. When my mama got into her, about my age, well, actually all of her life, but more so in her later years. Oh, that reminds me. I can't remember who it was. If you're in chat, you please feel free to remind me. I know I'm digressing, but oh well. Someone lovingly and respectfully asked me in a comment to stop referring to us as old. Now, I embraced that word because I worked really hard to become old. However, out of respect for my subscriber, I'm going to put effort into calling us wizened. Will that work? Yes, Auntie Crooked Arrow. Crooked Arrow, honey, I'm sorry that I keep calling you Auntie Sherry. Okay. And what I digress from, back to my mama that I like to talk about so much. Why not? That one had ape hangers on it. When she got to be more like in her 80s, she didn't retire from working until she was my age. She got up in her 80s, and we would be in a public place or at a social gathering or at church. And my mother never once hesitated to speak what was on her mind. She didn't insert or interject herself into someone else's situation. But if it did involve her, and there were times that I can remember being somewhat embarrassed by her just saying it. As we moved into what the young'uns, compared to us wizened ones, refer to as politically correct. And I've made it clear to my audience, fuck politically correct. If you can't say what it is without using a euphemism, then don't fucking say it. We used to call it beating around the bush. It's a waste of my fucking time and your fucking breath, not you babies. Get on with it. Was my mother's way of thinking. And I am so much like her and become more and more like her, Crooked Arrow, as I become more wizened. That it would not be like me to come on this platform, on my channel, and tell you I don't care about something and then spend the next hour, 2 hours, or all motherfucking day talking about the thing I just told you I don't care about. Just fucking say you don't care about it and is the, you know, I don't know about other creators, but I got shit to do. Hi, Carrie. You're making lunch for the grandbabies? Carrie, how are the kitties? How are the tuxedo kitty babies, new kitty babies born night before last? Yeah, tears ran dry. And of course, as a YouTuber, I do insert my opinion. All YouTubers do. They're lovely? Okay. I loved your comment to John McKinney in yesterday's chat. I didn't see it till today, but John McKinney was like, potato, 3 more mouths to feed. And Carrie responds, that's actually the mama's job. Carrie Bishop, night before last, I'm pretty sure it was, while we were running live, 3 tuxedo kitty babies were born. The third one, are there 4? Get out. I thought there were 3. Yeah, The Walking Dead, and keep on trucking. Yeah. There's 3. Okay. Have you named them yet? Okay, Carrie, I will stop asking you questions. You go make lunch for the grandbabies. And tell them Miss Susan said, I'm sorry I kept Grandma from getting your lunch. Jay Brad, you heard that? Carrie Bishop has 3 Tuxedo Kitty babies that are not even like 2 days old. Like today's the 2nd day, but it'll be this evening. Okay, Carrie, thank you, honey. Oscar Wilde stated, be yourself because everyone else is taken. Thanks, Auntie Crooked Arrow. Yeah. One of my favorite quotes, and I've used it, I believe, as a title sometime, and it is written in cursive in my hand on a piece of paper on my refrigerator. I have a couple of quotes up there. Actually 3, I think. But my top favorite is from Albert Einstein. And it's not about physics, quantum physics, E equals mc squared, or any of that business. When it comes to everything else, it applies across the board, in my opinion. Albert Einstein said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Close quote. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler along I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim. But as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Robert Frost, my favorite poem, my favorite poet. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, set to tune in madrigal form. Both that day equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Save the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted that I should ever come back. But when I was talking about YouTubers and how we, you notice I use the pronoun we. That includes me. We insert ourselves into everything we're doing here. I don't know anybody that I talk about on here. I see them on YouTube. So that's what my opinions and my criticism are based on. I don't know what they are doing when they're not on YouTube. I know what I'm doing when I'm not on YouTube. I'm a busy motherfucker is what I am. Unless I'm taking a nap. I have 2 speeds, fast and off. All right. Enough smoking of cigarette. We got 47 people in here. That's enough to finally get to the professed content. Hi, Nana Drama Nana. Be my druidess. Be my everything. I'm the green man. I'm the green man. Oh. Before we go in, because I have to take them off, my shoes, not my clothes. Just so you know, no trigger warning required. But I'm going to show you my shoes because you're going to wish that you had them. And you're going to be so jelly and pissed off that you don't have them, and I do, that you may go real life on me. I know. Leather. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, I know, not a drama nana. What do you make of that? Let it not be said that this wizened one does not have cool shoes. They came from my bestie a while ago. The one that's the one that passed away on me. She gave them to me. Hi, Danny. Crooked Arrow. Let me set this soda down and flip the lens, and I will provide receipts for your claim. And you have to keep in mind that most of them are not out. Okay? So let me flip the lens, and let's give Crooked Arrow a few receipts. Notice the titles. There ain't a lot of fiction hanging out in this house, although we do enjoy fiction. We do enjoy some fiction. But you'll notice the titles. Hi, Alicia. Okay. There's a few receipts for to substantiate the claim of our lovely and extremely intelligent Crooked Arrow, way above average. And I only know Crooked Arrow on YouTube. So yeah, we keeps us some books around here too. Meow, kitty. Okay, babies, you know how this rolls. Give me a minute, or not a minute, couple of seconds here to get us situated. Joe Clark. All right, I'm going to just sit you down for a minute because I need to go get my soda. Hi, Mrs. Colt, 45 6 Ag. Right now, let's see. Let me scroll back up here because I'm gonna run back. No, Kitty, please don't. Everybody was asleep. Okay. Here comes Joe Clark. Sometimes you just gotta sing a sad song in the rain. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna pee while I'm gone too. Hopefully the kitties don't knock the camera over. The only pair of jeans I've got, I wear on quite a lot. I can't afford another pair by any means. Mama always said I was gonna do big things. I guess I never really proved my mama right. I always seem to prove folks wrong. Then I write about it in a song. I won't amount to anything. It seems. Oh, take me back to the hour, back before I needed to believe in anything. Oh, give me back my peace of mind, piece of myself I've lost that I can't find. Something inside of me broke and it can't be fixed. I have to let you go, can't make it make sense. It is what it is. It is what it is. This hand that I've been dealt ain't gonna work out. I've tried to play my cards the best that I know how. I thought I was holding the queen all night, but my game face was a lie. It turns out I've been holding a joke this whole time. I'm back. Oh, take me back to the kid I was, back before I needed to believe in anything. Oh, okay, now. Piece of myself I've lost that I can't find. Because we're going to be going over comments left by official cult members, at this point I will be calling our cult meeting to order. Please remove your bras. Not on camera. Okay? No kitty. No kitty. So, today we are using a stainless steel 1 cup solid ingredient measuring cup along with a metal straw. Kitty, get down. Kitty, mommy's trying to call a cult meeting to order. Get down. Oh, they were all asleep before I came in here. This is a cult. And I am your leader. To be in my cult. You are not allowed to worship me. Meeting will now be called to order. All cult members are expected to now be totally entranced, mesmerized, and any other of those kind of verbs that you can think of that will be like that. Synonyms. Okay, I got to do that thing with the cutting board. Oh my God. I still haven't heard back from my IT guy. So, yeah, Pam, they just want to join in. But the little stinker pots were asleep. And Mommy comes in to the office and they're like, oh, yay, Mommy's in the office. So, I got to get situated a little bit better because I am way too far away. My arms are not that long. Oh, wait. Oh, take me back to the boy I was. Okay. I'm also continuing to be irritated. You don't aggravate a person. You irritate a person. You aggravate a situation. It irritates the you-know-what out of me that I don't know when I'm pixeling out on your end. Just as a sidebar. Finally, it was clogged. Let me cough. I want to unmute. I don't want Carrie to have to call me. You're muted. Right now, Joe Clark is singing Castaway. The Coast Guard. Let's go ahead and listen to the rest of this, and then I'll bring up your comments. About to drown. She knocked the wind right out of my sails. Now my whole damn ship is going down. I need a beer of water sometime, but I wasn't prepared for a hurricane. I'm out here sending an SOS. Oh man, overboard, nothing but a castaway. Joe Clark. Castaway. Okay. Give me a second here. Get off my screen, please. It's not going to give me the option to skip. All right. Oh, Joe doing Castaway live in Ashland, Kentucky. All right. Like I said, Sonia Allen, are you in here, honey? I didn't see you. I think I've missed a number of people in chat. But now that we've called our cult meeting to order, I want to do what I said I was going to do. For those of you who haven't seen it and might be interested in participating, what we're looking at is the community tab for this channel, where this morning, it says 2 hours ago, so I guess about 2 hours ago. I beg your pardon. I got to cough again or clear my throat. Hang on. Okay. This goes back to Oreo yesterday in our live chat. Me, the one I missed, but made the video in response to and uploaded this morning. Okay. Oreo asked me, what stands out the most to me in Summer Wells' case? So I made the video with my response. I believe it was Rosemary and Thyme who recommended by saying, you know what would be a good idea? And the comment is under, well, I can't remember right now exactly where it is. I believe it's comments on yesterday's live stream, but don't hold me there. Anyway, Rosemary and Thyme said, you know, that would be a good question for a poll on your community tab. See what the subscribers think. Ask them the same question, okay? I'm paraphrasing, not quoting, but that's the main idea. And I thought Rosemary and Thyme had a really good idea. So in my post, and thank you for all of you who have participated, I wrote, in the case of missing Summer Wells, an idea has been given to me by a valued subscriber. Now you know that's Rosemary and Thyme, okay? I can't do this in poll form because it is an open question. Sidebar. When we creators, and if you're a creator, you already know this, but when we do a poll, it's very limited. You only get to say yes or no or something like, right? Okay. I didn't want yes or no. I'm asking you to tell me something. I don't want to put a thought in your head and then tell me whether I'm right or wrong. I want to ask an open question so that you can share your thoughts. I hope that made sense. All right, so going on. I said, I can't do this in poll form because it is an open question. So please leave your response, if you feel comfortable doing so, in the comment section below. In the case of the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells, what stands out to you the most? Please feel free to be as detailed as you wish and to use as many characters as YouTube will allow. I will read your responses, and thank you for your willingness to participate. And thank you guys for the 25 thumbs up. If there are any here that I haven't read yet, because I don't want to have to throw up a trigger warning. Let's see, did I get this reply? Yes, I did. Okay. So let's see what you kids have to say. Then we'll say goodbye. Get on with my day, your day. User SC8DH5KW4N said, what stood out to me was Candace stay quiet while Dawn, who wasn't there, did the talking. Also, how they both acted cold about her, and we know that's Summer, okay, being gone. Good comment. Thank you. Pearl Strand said, oh, I'm sorry, babies. I should be highlighting. Can I highlight? Oh, can I? On here? Oh, I can. Oh, okay. Great. Okay. Well, doggone it. Yeah, my hands trembled too much for me to be able to get that cursor right in the right spot. Okay, forget it. I'm not going to waste your time me trying to highlight everyone. You can go, if you can't see them on your screen, all you got to go is go over to Community tab and see what I'm looking at. Okay. Pearl Strand, an hour ago, said, the odd behavior of the parents from day one until now. It was always a red flag to me, and Pearl Strand included 3 red flags. Great comment, Pearl Strand. And it is, dovetails, if you notice, with the above comment. Okay. Nanny 5115 said, the lies. The actions of the parents, friends, and neighbors in general. They all disturbed. Great comment, Danny. Thank you. Gypsy Girl. I don't know how to make that thing not be there at all. Okay. Gypsy Girl said the corruption in law enforcement and the depth of the P ring. Gypsy Girl, if you hear this or you're watching now, you know my position on both of those. Excellent comment. Thank you. Dub's ire. Okay, the static is starting to get to me, so I'm going to turn the speakers off. Dub's ire, 2 hours ago. What stood out to me early was the scream being ruled out by Lawson so soon, when apparently more than one person heard that scream, and the red truck confusion with 1 red flag. Dub's ire, yes. Excellent observation, in my opinion, reminding us that, yes, more than one person has reported to have heard a scream between 4:30 and 4:42 in the PM on June the 15th of 2021. The lady that lives down the road, just a little piece, and her 2 children. So Dub's ire, I appreciate that you remind us that more than one person reported hearing a scream, and the red truck confusion. Dub's ire, yeah. Hey, what about that red truck? Excellent comment. Thank you, Dub's ire. Find Summer Wells, or at Find Summer Wells, 1 hour ago. The ring of people that surrounded her, ellipses, and still does. ellipses. It's my opinion one YouTube creator at least is connected to this ring with 3 popcorns. At Find Summer Wells. Yes. The ring of people that surrounded her and still does. Now, at Find Summer Wells, darling, I'm intrigued. Now, y'all remember when I said, while we were still out on the carport, that there are elements in some of your comments that I found thought-provoking as well as intriguing. This is one, just this piece of it. And thank you so much at Find Summer Wells for participating, and it is an excellent comment. It's not done. Okay, I'm going to do this. Hide and watch me and see if it don't. Oh, shit, fire, and save matches. I'm fixing to really start cussing, and I'm not kidding. I just changed the batteries in here. All right, screw you. Not you at Find Summer Wells. My mouse and the fact that my doesn't want to cooperate with me, so I can highlight that. Hi, John McKinney. The ring of people that surrounded her, ellipses, and still does. I don't live in this person's head, so I don't know exactly what that means or implies. It's my opinion one YouTube creator at least is connected to this ring. I can think of a couple at Find Summer Wells that I would be suspicious of if there is a ring, and we know there are rings there because of recent activities by the TBI, the Secret Service, in conjunction with the United States Marshals. Great comment. Thank you. Carolina Wren 93. Oops, sorry, honey, if you're here and watching. How the parents didn't look for her is very telling to me, said Carolina Wren. Another that dovetails with several of the above comments. Great comment, Carolina Wren. Yes, and how the parents didn't look for her. Let's keep in mind, though, to be fair, which is not easy for me to do. To be fair. Now, I wasn't there, so I don't know what was said to the Wells. Okay. But generally speaking, law enforcement is going to strongly discourage parents and family members from searching, especially initially. And there are a number of reasons for that. If law enforcement thinks that there's a possibility that parents could come upon remains, there are a number of things that could go haywire and really quick. One of the most serious would be the destruction of evidence. Other reasons as well. So I'm going to give them this is one of the places where I've kind of shifted. However, my problem, Carolina Wren, sweetheart, is that if they didn't search, that they didn't look for her, as you say, why weren't they out there every available moment in parking lots, putting Summer's flyer under the windshield wipers of cars and the grocery store parking lots, the strip malls, the Walmarts, the standing on a busy street corner, handing them out like a Jehovah's Witness to every passerby. Why have they not participated in creating? Okay, not creating. Let me think for a second here. Their lack of participation in continuing the momentum of the public interest in Summer's case by handing out flyers, wearing t-shirts, going to the county fair, going everywhere, and talking about Summer, while at the same time handing out the official TBI poster for Summer. So, y'all could probably tell the tension in my voice that it is such a struggle for me to even try to be fair to Candace Bly, especially. Okay, let's go on. We got a few more to get through. And we've already been on here an hour. Sonia Allen says, originally I thought it was all Candace, but lately I believe Don was home, and it is by his hands that Summer is gone. It crossed my mind in the beginning that she was sold. Then I thought Candace at the watering hole, but I'm back to a sale that went wrong. Why is that baby's hair shaved? She could pass for a boy as well as a girl. Tragically, I strongly believe she is no longer with us, and there needs to be justice. Sonia Allen, I could have not said it better myself. Thank you for the thoughtfulness you put into the writing of your comment. I have a lot of the same questions. You babies know that. Froggy18011 said, what I always go back to is the clip Lab put up a really long time ago of Don talking about, quote, when Summer started to fill out, close quote. WTF did he mean exactly? She was 5, with an emoji, the angry emoji with tape across its mouth so it can't cuss. Carrie, sweetheart, or any other mods, would you please drop just the link to Josh's channel, The Lab? I don't know, and obviously Froggy couldn't tell us either. Well, of course, Froggy couldn't drop a link in the comment section anyway, but Carrie, if you can, honey, if you just drop a link to The Lab. And at least that way, if anybody wants to, thank you, Nana Drama Nana. Thank you, babies. So if anyone wants to go over to Josh's channel and look for that, Froggy, I don't remember that. I'm assuming it was in one of his drunken rants that Josh had the patience of something not of this earth to listen. But I don't remember that, Froggy. But Froggy, what it's making me think of, and honey, I don't know if you're here. Y'all know I can't see your chat, okay? Especially when I'm looking at my PC screen. It reminds me of when Don Wells made the remark about Allison's youngest daughter. And I think her youngest daughter was 12. Please do not put, I know you guys aren't inclined to, but just as a reminder, when I say something like Allie's daughter who was 12, it's not because I don't know their names. So please don't put the name in chat, babies. We don't put minors' names in chat or comments or anything. Or we try not to, okay? But it reminds me of that remark he made about Allison's youngest daughter. And I'm not even going to repeat it. I mean, so kind of like that maybe. But she certainly wasn't froggy, was she? We know from looking at photographs of Summer before and leading up to, including a TikTok video the very day of, as far as we know anyway. I don't have the metadata, so I don't know for sure. But the swimming hole video, that Summer was not starting to fill out. She was thin as a rail. In my opinion, undernourished. Okay, let's go on. We'll never get through this. And I want to at least read everybody's comment, even if I'm not responding to it, so that you babies who haven't participated, or those who have but haven't gone back to see what others have said. I beg your pardon. For one thing, this is also my way of showing you that when I tell you that I will read your comments, I mean it. Mrs. V, 8760 said, Candace and Don never looked for her. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Yes, Mrs. V. Tennessee DJ. Both parents and the way her case was handled. Now, darlings, let's keep in mind, what is the question? The question is, what stands out to you the most? So what we're getting here, that's what we're getting. What stands out to this individual in the comments section the most in the case of the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells on the 15th of June of 2021 from 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee in Hawkins County. Well, not only the day, but the days following, right? Up till today, of course. All right, Tennessee DJ. Both parents and the way her case was handled. It seems incompetence as well as corruption in law enforcement, in law enforcement runs rampant in the area. And this comes from a local who lived in Hawkins County for over 40 years. I moved last year to another county in Tennessee. Summer's disappearance haunts me. That the writer, Tennessee DJ, is haunted by Summer's disappearance, knowing that the child simply did not just vanish. Yes. And thank you, Tennessee DJ, for sharing with us a more grassroots, close to the event perspective from a Tennessean. Thank you very much. But as we see here, Tennessee DJ reports to have been a local who lived in Hawkins County for over 40 years. All right, Tina Funk, 5357, says, hi, the thing I wonder about is Can, and we know that that's Candace Bly, the mother of Summer Moon Utah Wells. Can says it took about tops 10 minutes to shop. Okay, and I think Tina is talking about at Priceless. H says over an hour. Yeah, that narrows it down even more. Thank you, Tina Funk, honey, for narrowing it down even more about where they were shopping. Okay. H says over an hour. Okay. Can says milk and cheese she got. But at home, the boys helped get the groceries from her car. But, and I love how Tina Funk is using but and ellipses. Thank you, Tina Funk, because this makes it so easy for me to follow your actual train of thought. You are literally connecting dots. And this is cool. Wait, we got to read more. So let me go ahead and expand here. Oh, well, okay. Okay, going on. But if H, and now I'm comfortable saying Hunter because Hunter is over 18 years old. Hunter, as we all know, but just in case there's one person, we always need to remember, babies, when we're talking about the Summer Wells case, we're over 3 years into this. There are new people gaining interest in Summer. So you and I may toss these names, these first names around like we're talking about our next door neighbor. But if there's one person out there that does not know who the fuck is that they're talking about, we need to do our best to attempt to clarify for them. Okay? So it's okay to say Hunter on my channel. All right. But if Hunter is correct, okay. I'm going to begin again with Tina Funk. Okay. Hi. The thing I wonder about is Can says it took about tops 10 minutes to shop. Hunter says over an hour. Candace says milk and cheese she got. But at home, the boys helped get the groceries from her car. But if Hunter is correct, maybe Summer way overheated while in the car with Hunter waiting. Hunter never has said if they got out. Excellent point, Tina Funk. I have never heard Hunter say that they got out of the car while they're waiting for that 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or hour, or however long. Or if the air conditioning was on, or if the windows were open. I agree with Tina Funk. You all have a super nice day now. Till next time, keep on smiling your beautiful smile lip locked. Well, thank you for that, sweetie. Thank you for that. Yeah. The difference in time shopping at Priceless is a remarkable amount of time. There's a difference in 5 to 10 minutes in 1 hour that is, in my opinion, a broad enough span of time, or passage of time, I beg your pardon. Who's telling the truth? I don't know. Does it meet in the middle? I don't know. And to be honest, I've never seen a receipt from Priceless, so I don't even know personally if they even freaking went to Priceless. But I'm going to trust that they did, based on circumstantial evidence, as well as hearsay. Okay, let's go on to Liba Katz. To Liebe Katz, what stands out the most is the fact that the adults in the family have not fully told the real story of the events of the day. And Liebe Katz. Who does that when their child is missing? Don't you want to be 100% transparent so the authorities have a better chance of finding your child? Liebe Katz, that's so good, exactly the way you put it and the way you said it. That pretty much is the Albert Einstein thing there. I got you. KC Farms 910 says, oh, kitty. What stands out at KC Farms is that 2 young women in the family both went missing and have not been found. Hang on a second. Hang on, darlings. I'm going to move a little bit here. I want to do something as quickly as I can. There's going to be a squeak. I've got to open the drawer to get the keyboard out. Okay. And let's I have to keep the keyboard in the drawer so that the kitties don't walk across it when they run, but like they just did a minute ago. Okay, just quickly for the benefit of anyone who may not know what let's see, let me get back over here right quick. KC Farms is referring to. This is the official FBI page for Rosemarie. You notice it popped up there pretty quickly? I've been here more than once. Come on, clear up. I don't think that picture is always out of focus like that. Okay. Rosemarie Bly, for anyone who does not know, is the sister of Candace Bly Wells, the mother of Summer Moon Utah Wells. And Rosemarie Bly, St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, on her official FBI.gov, this is Summer's aunt, who, interestingly enough, I have her poster downloaded in my phone, but I want to download it while I'm here into my computer as well. Rosemarie Bly has a page from the Federal Bureau of Investigation from the Violent Criminal Apprehension Program, otherwise known as VICAP. I don't know how many people have ever actually noticed that part at the very top, right here. Like me, many of you may be more prone when you are looking at a poster for a missing person. You go to, give me the vital statistics. Give me the picture. Tell me what I need to know. But in my opinion, it's also very important that we always take note of the source. It's not just the FBI. It's VICAP, a division of the FBI. which is the Violent Criminal Apprehension Program. And the aunt of Summer Wells, Rosemarie Bly, of St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, was 21 years old when she went missing on the 21st of August of 2009. And according to her sister, Candace Bly, when asked, her response was that she had no idea what had happened to her sister because she and Dawn were between Arkansas and Tennessee. They were on the road moving out of my state over to Tennessee. And as you kids have been watching me for a while now, I've often been heard to remark. I've been to Tennessee a bunch of times coming out of Arkansas. Most people take I-40. Unless you was to go out of your way and go up into Missouri and then drop back down. I don't know why you would do that. Well, you know, they were up in northwest Arkansas, Washington County. So one could reasonably, I say, well, they didn't even go through Arkansas. They went up to Missouri and come down the Boot Heel or whatever the fuck and went into Tennessee. Okay, I don't know how they went because Candace Bly hasn't shared with us the route because she doesn't fucking know where her sister is, according to her anyway. Because she and Dawn and their oldest son, who was born in Arkansas, according to Candace Bly's report, were between, this is a quote, between Arkansas and Tennessee. Close quote. Well, there's only one fucking thing between Arkansas and Tennessee. If you're going across Arkansas into Tennessee, and that's the motherfucking Mississippi River. So I guess you were on the I-4 bridge when your sister, Rosemarie Bly, went missing without hiding her hair, just like Summer. All right, so that is what's being referred to here by KC Farms, when KC Farms said that 2 young women in the family both went missing and have not been found. And as I said, always consider the source when it comes to who's talking to you. When it comes to enforcement. When FBI, TBI, wherever you live, if you're in Oklahoma and the Oklahoma Bureau of Investigation is speaking to you, if you're in Wyoming, if you're in Alaska, if you're in Hawaii, if you're in New York, doesn't matter. Whatever law enforcement agency is speaking to you, yes, that's very important. But there's something more important. What fucking division are they from? That in and of itself will tell you what the fuck is going on to a degree. It will answer some of your questions. Okay. Glowy 4 said, the interview where Don stated he would see Summer in heaven and that Cult Church stands out 100. Okay, Cult Church, Glowy 4 is referring to the Seventh-day Adventist Borg. The Seventh-day Adventists are a doomsday cult. They came out of the same Millerite movement as the Jehovah's Witnesses in the 1870s. They were the same until they weren't. So yeah, I do not personally have well, maybe I do. I don't like in the videos from that organization where Summer is sitting on the day on, it's not Robin Lane, or is it Robin Lane? I don't remember and I don't have the footage. I think it's all right, it's either Robin or the brunette-haired lady. And Summer is sitting on her lap on the bench on the dais that faces the congregation. And off to, if you were seated on that bench, if you were Summer, okay, off to Summer's right is David Dotson, who's fucking waving at her. And the camera pans to capture that action. And to my eyes, Summer is not particularly comfortable. So, I'm sorry there in the beginning, Glowy, honey. I almost said I didn't have any particular concerns with the organization, but on second thought, I had to amend. Yeah, because Don's saying right off the bat that he'd see her in heaven, see her in the resurrection. What does that tell you? He thinks she's dead. Okay, babies, we're getting close. Thank you, the 28 of you that have hung with me for this. Hopefully we'll get some on rewatch. I want y'all to know that your opinions and your input are important to me. I know that we don't have any impact on law enforcement or the investigation. We're YouTubers. For fuck's sake. But when we're worrying or crying or angry or confused or whatever in regards to Summer Wells, it is therapeutic to discuss in an adult and intelligent fashion and to share thoughts. Get it off your chest. Okay? All right. Happy Watcher 962. All right, now I want to get another hit off my vape pen here. I'm just putting that in front of the lens so y'all can see what's going on. Okay. Happy Watcher 962. I beg your pardon. All right, let me mute and cough. I got a really good hit that time. Y'all, those captions you see coming up are what's being said or sung on the YouTube that I have muted on the other tab. And I don't know how to make it stop. I can't get rid of it. I can't make it go away. All right. Happy Watcher 962 says, for me, it's the way they behaved after she went missing. The only way I could stay calm, says Happy Watcher, is if I knew that even though that, let's see, let me, I could stay calm, is if I knew that even though I would never see her again is if I knew she was safe. If she had died, I couldn't put on the act that she was missing. Saying she is buried somewhere would only make me want to be where she was. Not sure if this is what you wanted. Happy Watcher, honey, if you hear or see this, if it's what you wanted, is what's important. It's what you wanted, honey. Your comment is perfect. For Happy Watcher 962, it is the way they behaved. They, I would assume, she means the parents. The way they acted after she went missing. We can see from Happy Watcher's comment that from the commenter's point of view, and I'm interpreting here, the Wells were too calm. If they thought that they would never see her again unless they knew that for sure that she was safe. And if Summer had passed, how could you put on the act that she was missing if you knew that she had passed? So that one got me emotionally, kids. That one got me emotionally. Thank you, Happy Watcher 962. Great comment. Thank you for participating. And yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Anne Marie, that girl. I beg your pardon. The mother was with the child all day. She should know everything that the daughter did and went, but she can't hardly remember. And the fact that Don speaks more than Candace, about the events of that day. And he was supposedly at work. Wonder if he was there with them at the park in a different vehicle, unknown to Can, the teenager, and the child. And he, Don, witnessed something disturbing that was taking place. Remember the picture that was going around. Oh, we got to read more. Remember the picture that was going around that was taken at the park, and a man or someone was seen standing in the woods. And Anne Marie, that girl, is still waiting for Summer. The picture that was going around that was taken at the park, and a man or someone was standing in the woods. That's ringing up. Let me look at your chat for a second. Does anybody else? Babies, I haven't looked at, let me get your chat up here. I haven't looked at your chat this entire time we've been in here. Do y'all remember a picture? Darlings? Lordy mercy, we've been on here an hour and a half. Hi, Meep. I'm trying to scroll back up without tying anybody out. Oh, I know, Meep. Lordy mercy. That, yeah. All right, honeys, I'm not going to try to scroll back up anymore because we're almost finished. But I don't want to rush through this. I want each one that took the time after having the interest to interact. Each person here deserves the same amount of respect. And, okay, so I don't want to rush through any of these. Cheers. Although I may have to take a pee and smoke break. Do y'all remember the Tears Ran Dry? It was shadows. You know, photographs can play, well, not just photographs. I mean, our own vision can play tricks on us sometimes. Mirages, hallucinations, things of that nature. But I remember something about it. Okay, let's go on. Let's don't go down a rabbit hole. We're not here to rabbit hole. We're here to see what people have said. And I'm so sorry I have to keep clearing my throat. I have a dry spot in my throat. If I were on the listener end, that would be driving me fucking insane. I wish you'd quit clearing her throat. Okay. Please excuse me for a moment, Anne Marie, that girl goes on, okay? But Jody Sue is still around and speaking about things and this case. After all the hate and backlash, I believe she really does hold the key to more than we know. She wants the truth to be told, but not by her. That would open the door to her wrongdoings in life. Hi, Shorty Small. I just reminded myself it wouldn't hurt me to glance down once in a while at your chat. And Anne Marie, honey, you don't have to beg pardon, especially when I'm asking. When I'm asking y'all something, you are not, well, I mean, I ask you. What kind of fool would ask you, baby, something and then take exception to your response? Yeah, Jody Sue is definitely still around. I keep up with her. I agree, Anne Marie. I do believe that look, when it comes to Ms. Brown, I wish that she had used her platform to call out the tragedy pimps that she wants to call out, to talk about surviving cancer, giving others encouragement in that way, to talk about being a survivor of DV, giving encouragement, resources, and sources to those who are or may become or have been in that same situation. I love hearing about Summer, even when Jody Sue Brown refers to her as a brat. I've called a kid a brat more than once in my lifetime. I also have been one. It is the things she does with the bait 'em, cast it, let the worm wiggle around, let some people come up and bite on the bait, and then man for 12 motherfucking hours talking absolute motherfucking bullshit about the case itself. Jody Sue Brown, if you don't want other people talking about the case, what is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. And you have told the public, Jody Sue Brown, a great number of things that only should have been shared with law enforcement. Hence, I don't fucking like you. So I'll go on. And I agree with Anne Marie that Jody Sue wants the truth to be told. I do believe she wants the truth to be told. But not by her, because that would open the door to Jody Sue's wrongdoings in life. So there you go. I agree. All right. Walton, 504. The shady behavior of the parents. Short, sweet, and to the point. Couldn't agree more. Thank you, M. Walton. Shady indeed. And I don't mean sitting under a tree. Shady on a number of different levels, which I will not go. You can go off into and chat if you want to. Hi, Eve. But I'm not going to on my end. Rabbit hole, squirrel. Lots of shady behavior. Peas in a Pod said, the fact that from all the pics we've seen, things appear to have gotten far worse in that house since the October 2020 incident with Jose and Candace, withdrawing her request for a protection order. Summer was looking sickly in most pics since then. The boys were better body sized, so we're getting more food than Summer, in my opinion, says Peas in a Pod. Couldn't agree more. I actually have made mention of this myself on a number of occasions, and more specifically, either yesterday or the day before on a live stream here on this channel. My observation from Candace Bly's Facebook page photographs of what to me is the seeming slow and steady decline in Summer's overall physical health and countenance. I don't know what was going on, but there sure as fuck was something going on. Nana B says Allison has nieces, triplets, I believe, and all had the same haircuts and colors as Summer had. These three was mostly in hospital or doctor office settings. In Facebook post, I turned in all info I had researched to FBI and TBI. Good on you, Nana B. Absolutely, my darling, my love. If you know or you come upon any credible evidence or information that could be helpful to law enforcement in the recovery or the rescue of Summer Moon Utah Wells, please don't take it to social media. Don't take it, for God's sake, to YouTube. You take it to law enforcement, and if you feel unsure, go talk to your local guys and gals that are in law enforcement. Go down to your municipal police department and tell the receptionist or the desk sergeant, if you're still in a municipal area that you're big enough that you would have like a desk sergeant. Go in and say, look, I saw this or I heard this, and it's got to do with this little missing girl that I've been hearing about on social media that's been missing since June 15th of 2021 over in Northeast Tennessee. And people tell us that we should call law enforcement, especially TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, with tips if we have any credible information. But I don't know, you might say, okay, to this person at your local sheriff's office or police department. You might say to them, look, I don't know. I don't feel like I can decide whether this might be of any help or not. What do y'all think? Do you think I ought to, get their input? And if nothing else, you just gave yourself the opportunity to have your phone in your hand as well as a missing poster of Summer Wells to give to that law enforcement official in your local area who most likely does not know about Summer. So if nothing else comes of it, someone that could make a difference for real as a law enforcement official in your community. Who knows if that connection is that one connection? Maybe your sheriff goes, you know what? I'm going to have my dispatcher or somebody else, let's make a bunch of copies of this TBI poster, and deputies, patrol officers in your cruisers, carry this around with you in your cruiser, and just kind of keep an eye out. You never know, because if Summer is still alive, now you have directly informed your local law enforcement, and now they're on the lookout. Please don't ever assume that every single law enforcement agency is aware. They're not. They have too much. They're overwhelmed. So unless it's happening right in their own backyard, in their jurisdiction, or across their desk in some form or fashion, they don't know. So that's one way you can help. Okay? All right. All right. Thin Mint 501 replied to Nanabe. Uh-oh. Come back. Come back. Okay. Sorry about that. Thin Mint 501 replied to Nanabe saying, the buzzing of the kid's hair doesn't raise red flags to me as much. Don't get me wrong. It's awful to shave/buzz a little girl's hair off, in Thin Mint's opinion. But Thin Mint goes on to say, I would never do that to my own daughter, but I've known a mom that did. She has 2 girls, 1 boy, all under the age of 8. Her kids got head lice, and she buzzed all 3 kids' hair without even batting an eye. Great reply to Nanabe, and very well put. I love how you kids are writing in a conversational tone. It makes it so much easier to read. Honestly, buzzing of the kids' hair doesn't raise flags to me, Thin Mint, as much either, except at the time that Summer Wells' head was buzzed, the 3 boys were not, and neither was Don nor Candace. Now, what that means, I don't know. Darlings, we've only got 2 more. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for doing this. Okay, Lena Jams says, now y'all, that says 4 minutes, like these times, like 4 minutes ago. Obviously, I haven't heart and liked this since we started the live, okay? I haven't refreshed the page since I pulled it up. So these times are from when I first pulled the page up before I started the live, okay? So don't go by these times. Well, here, let me refresh the page. Let me just refresh it and see what it says. Oh my goodness, kids, we're gonna have to come. Look how many have come in since. I don't know how much longer I can talk, babies. I'm coming up on 2 hours. Okay, now listen, here's what I think we're going to do. Let's finish the ones that we know I've already read because they have a thumbs up and a heart. Those of you who do not, at the time of this live stream, who right now, like Where the Wind Blows, and Not a Drama Nana, Anastasia, Annabella Roma, okay, you babies, Pamela Trimper, Darlin's Mimi Jean, okay, I'm not going to give you a thumb up and heart right now because by not doing so is how I'm going to remember I haven't talked about your comment yet because we're going to do this again, either later this evening after Bob and I have had supper and he settles in for the evening, or tomorrow, okay? So please don't think that because you don't have a thumbs up, okay, but with the refresh, okay, Lena Jams is where we were, okay. And darlings, if you haven't, please consider going over and giving all these babies, everybody that's, and yourself. Never mind. And give yourself a thumbs up too. Okay? It'll help us. It'll help us keep Summers, to keep the conversation going. Okay? Because it helps with the algorithm. So if you kids will go over and like or not like, now look, you don't have to like the comment because I did. You don't get a thumbs down from me on this channel. You get a like and a heart regardless of what you said, merely because you took the time and the interest to comment before I ever read it. Then, if you're somebody like John Taylor 3100, I unheart, unlike, pin, or delete. All right, so we got 2 more. Lena Jams. There's many red flags in Lena Jams' opinion. Here's her top 4. Now, I say her. I do not actually know the gender of this user, okay? Okay. Candace Wells. Okay, here are Lena Jams' top 4 red flags in the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells. Candace Wells telling Chris McDonough about when they got home, quote, she jumped right up like it was nothing, close quote. Yes, Lena Jams. I find the choice of words, high action verbs, and the fact that she included the phrase, like it was nothing. Now, I can see, projecting, of course, myself. I can see saying when asked, she jumped right up. But why the like it was nothing? That's a qualifier. Why is she qualifying? And that reminds me of the earlier comment that we were looking at about Summer being in the car and perhaps being overheated. We don't know if the air was on, if the windows were down, if Hunter and Summer got out of the vehicle to get a breath of fresh air. So for me, that segment of Lena Jam's comment okay, let me go on. All right. You guys know me. I can take one word and run with it for quite some time. So, all right. Then telling Chris McDonough about Summer being in the house, she, being Candace, said, quote, "My eyes do not lie to me," quote. Yeah, she sure did say that, Lena Jam. I took the little phrases. Yeah. Tickled my ears too, my dear. It's what the fuck has that got to do with anything? In context. My boys do not lie to me. Really? Okay. I'm not saying they did. That's not what I mean. I could take that phrase and I can think about 3 different ways right now off the top of my head that I could take the phrase and break it down, but I won't. Not when we've been on here for 2 hours. Okay. Let's go on. All right. In Lena Jam's opinion, Candace Wells is saying Summer was inside and that her boys would not lie about that. Very interesting. She jumped right up like it was nothing. My boys do not lie to me. Selena Jams is saying that in her opinion, Summer, the boys are saying truthfully that Summer was inside. I don't want to, okay, I need to be careful here because I am starting to get a little bit of a buzz and I don't want to misspeak. Like I did on the live stream the other day, after having shared, I wasn't stoned, but after having shared a bit in depth about a personal experience, I became extremely triggered and got a brain scramble going on. And when we got to the actual content, twice that I caught when I rewatched my live, I said that OTR means on the record. It doesn't, it means off the record, the exact same. So, and this is to me anyway, what we're doing here. So, with Chris McDonough, Candace Wells said, quote, "I told Hunter he was not coming to the house," close quote. Good one. You're right, spot on. Chris McDonough didn't even ask her about Hunter during that part of the interview. Bingo. And lastly, in Lena Jam's opinion, the fake set up video of Summer's arms being up like Dawn's when sleeping. There's a lot strange about the video. But if Summer really slept like that, Dawn, oh, Lena Jams, this did not stick with me when I read your comment earlier. I mean, I'm talking to you like you're here, but an excellent point. I love these little things that are huge. If Summer really slept like Dawn, was asleep in the back seat of Candace Harer's truck, at 3:09 p.m. on the 15th of June of 2021. Leaned up against two milk jugs. If the intention was to capture a photograph of Summer sleeping with her arm above her head because she was sleeping like Dawn, why did Candace Wells wait 5 years to capture that moment? If true, Candace Wells would have posted a pic of Summer sleeping like Dawn to prove her point, but she never has. Now, we know in that video that it's like, her arm isn't up anymore. Now, this isn't going to be exact, but like, her arm isn't up anymore. Oh, well, that's what I wanted. Yeah, that's thought provoking, because would that have been the only time in Summer's little over 5 years of life on this earth that she fell asleep sitting upright with her arm above her head as demonstrated by her mother? Give me a fucking break. Lena, I'm not talking to you, Lena James. Her arm was, yeah, there's a lot about that. And before we read the last one, which is Brit Girl, okay? The last one for today, anyway, because we're going to come back and do these others either later tonight or tomorrow. Where'd you go, Lena Jams? There you are, baby. Lost you for a second. I'm trying. Okay, Susan, just say it and then you could go on to the next comment. I don't know what the reason is, but there is a very important reason that TBI is not using that milk jug video/photo as the last proof of life of Summer Moon Utah Wells. TBI's last proof of life officially is the TikTok video at the swimming hole at Warriors Path State Park. Now, we out here don't know why it is that a video/photo taken approximately 2 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours, give or take, later, purportedly is not known as the last proof of life. Is it because her eyes aren't open? Is it because TBI thinks she is not alive in the photograph, therefore it is not proof of life? We don't know why. Those questions are rhetorical. We can have no answer to my questions or yours in most cases until and unless Summer's case is solved. Rhonda, what? A mass shooting in Fordyce, Arkansas? Honey, are you speaking to me right now of something current? Let me, okay, I want to spend time, a moment at least, with Brit Girl 266. Brit Girl said, to say Dawn always, okay, and let's remember, let me remind you one more time. these comments, hi Sassy Cat, are y'all telling me and everyone what stood out, what stands out the most to you in the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells. Okay. BritGirl266 wrote, to say Don always saying he wasn't there the day Summer went missing, he seems to do all the talking. Yes, Brit Girl. Some would have us believe that Candace White. Oh my God, Alicia. Okay, baby, give me a minute. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, honeys, we're almost done here. Give me. Brit Girl. I have said since I began talking about Summer Wells, have continued to say so and have never wavered on it. I've said it so often, Brit Girl, if you're here or if you hear this later, that I can repeat myself verbatim. If Don Wells is telling the truth, and he was at work on the 15th of June of 2021, when Summer Moon Utah Wells, his daughter, went missing, then every fucking word out of his mouth is nothing but hearsay. Or a pre-written script. Therefore, as far as I'm concerned, there ain't a motherfucking thing Don Wells has to say about any of it that is of any of the slightest of importance to me personally, unless he's fucking lying. Unless he's fucking lying, and Candace is lying, and others are lying, and he wasn't at work, or he wasn't there for parts of the day. And as far as law enforcement is concerned, rightfully so, it's none of our fucking business as the public. It's part of an ongoing active investigation into a missing child. All right then. I'm about to grind my teeth, want a cigarette. But let me right quick here, babies. Give me a minute. Okay, we're going to end that segment. Okay, we're finished at 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 6 seconds. Which does not all include today's content. The beginning of the video of today's live stream is just me. Welcoming folks in and catching up, saying hi. Squeak at the door. And thanks for letting me have so much of y'all's time today. And I did pretty good. At least I know that I can talk for 2 hours, because I really want to set the goal with the monetization thing, which is coming. Not yet. I had a question yesterday, actually in the chat, but I didn't see it until the chat uploaded today. Are you monetized yet? Because I really want to support your channel. And, can you get super chats and super stickers? Babies, short of me making the official announcement, okay, when we are monetized, the way you will know is that on your chat, there's no $sign. and up above, or, you know, below where like the title and the description is, there's no thing there that says thanks or join or anything like that. So that's how you'll know. If you show up here at a live and there's a motherfucking $sign beside the line where you enter your chat and you don't fucking super chat and super sticker me, all hell's going to break loose, and it will be Katie bar the door. I'm not kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was kidding. I shall be entering into the search bar, and I need to quit being silly because we're going to put mass shooting 4 dice. This is the second time in 2 days that my state has made it onto NBC national news. Is one of the dead a law enforcement officer? Hold on. What am I looking at here? Fox News, shooting outside Arkansas grocery store leaves 2 dead, 8 injured, including a law enforcement officer. The law enforcement officer's injuries are not life-threatening. Carrie, baby, I think you are still here. If you are, can you please drop a copyright, a fair use in the live chat for me, please? I'll put one in the description after I end the live stream. Shooting outside Arkansas grocery store leaves 2 dead, 7 injured, including law enforcement officer. The law enforcement officer's injuries are not life-threatening. By Bree Stimson, Jameson Bear, Fox News. Published June 21st, 2024 at 2:46 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Updated June 21st, 2024, 3:39 p.m. Eastern. Okay, wait. Hang on. Take this down. It's still loading, babies. I know it looks on your side like it's loaded, but if you notice right up here with my crappy internet, it's still spinning round and round and round up there. So let's read. Let me read. A shooting outside a grocery store in Fordyce, Arkansas on Friday around 11:30 a.m. left 2 people dead and 7 more injured, the Arkansas State Police confirmed. Fox News Digital. A law enforcement officer was among the injured, but their wounds are not life-threatening. The shooter is in custody. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. The shooter is in custody after being critically injured, after being shot by law enforcement, state police said. Fucking A. Motherfucker. I beg your pardon because I ain't politically correct. Too bad they didn't kill your fucking ass. Because now mine and my husband's tax dollars will probably pay for a motherfucking public defender and your fucking bologna sandwiches for the rest of your fucking life. A witness who was at Holt Builders Supply across the street from the shooting at the Mad Butcher grocery store said he heard multiple rounds and saw victims being medevaced from the scene. All right, this picture, it says a shooting outside a grocery store in Fordyce, Arkansas on Friday around 11:30 a.m. left 2 people dead and 8 more injured. Okay, is it 7 or is it... Settle down, Susan. It's early reports. You, of all people on fucking YouTube, should know early reports. Okay? Take a breath and chill out. The shooter is in custody. At least no one else can be harmed by this person. Okay. All right. So in early reports, we don't know if it's 7 or 8 injured. Okay. I'm sorry I escalated, y'all. The Arkansas State Police confirmed to Fox News Digital. Okay. That's the caption under this photograph here. Okay. All right, right here. The caption under this photograph says, the shooter is in custody after being critically injured after being shot by law enforcement, state police said. Photograph was provided to Fox News Digital. The witness said the scene outside the Mad Butcher grocery store was active between 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. local time on Friday. Thank you, and I do want to apologize that I got overexcited. I also want to apologize that in my overexcitement at this moment, I can't remember who dropped it in chat. Thank you for calling this to my attention. I'll be looking at it some more. Okay, kiddos. NBC News 17 minutes ago. Okay, they're going with multiple wounded. Good idea, instead of a number. Our Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders said a fast response by first responders might have saved lives during the mass shooting in Fordyce. Here's the play thing. Where do I tell it to play? That's audio. Why don't I have any audio? I have plenty of static. Closed captions, settings, full screen. Oh, it isn't paused. It's running. I just noticed the blue lights are flashing. Okay, this is in Fordyce, Arkansas, breaking news. Okay, how do I does this back it up? Oh, it does. Okay, maybe there is no audio because I'm not muted. Where's the audio?
Breaking news out of Arkansas. At least 2 people are dead after a shooting at a grocery store. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock joins us with more. Sam, we understand this took place at a grocery store in a city called Fordyce. Walk us through what we know right now.
Sure. So, Ellison, it looks like we're seeing some images from the scene right now. All of the information that we haven't granted, it is limited information, is coming from Arkansas State Police, who could...
Okay, just as a reminder, this is NBC News Now.
confirm that 11:30 local time this morning, a shooter opened fire at the Mad Butcher at, not clear if it was inside or just outside of it. What you're looking at right now is video from a witness that was captured right near that scene, where you actually hear a series of gunshots.
Okay, wait. Babies, because I haven't previewed this, and I don't know if we're about to hear gunshots. From what he's said, we may be about to hear gunfire. So trigger warning, no pun intended, for real. This isn't funny. But just in case, because there are those of us who can be triggered by the sound, okay? So if you are, please tune out. I'm fixing to hit play, and we know what's coming.
They go off, there's a space, and then maybe 10 or 15 seconds later, more gunfire after that. In terms of who was affected, here's what we know right now. There were 7...
Okay, I don't think they're going to play it. They're just telling us about it, I think.
Civilians who were shot, 2 of them, as you mentioned, who have been killed. They said 9 people were shot total, so that also includes a law enforcement officer who was shot but suffered non-life-threatening injuries, and it includes the shooter. Not clear his background or why they opened.
Okay, his or her background. So at this point, at least NBC News has not been informed by Arkansas State Police, our boys in blue, our men and women. Let me amend that. Our men and women of true grit, the Arkansas State Police, have not yet released or clarified to mainstream media if the shooter was male or female, or the motive.
Fire, but the shooter has been detained, according to Arkansas State Police.
But the shooter has been detained, and I would assume they've been read their Miranda rights, even if they are in critical condition. With 2 people dead who were at a grocery store? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry.
And we are expecting a briefing from the state police sometime in the next 45 minutes to an hour. Those are the basics of the information that we have right now. Fordyce, by the way, is roughly about an hour's drive south of Little Rock. And in terms of...
Okay, Fordyce is an hour south of Little Rock, and I am 45 minutes north of Little Rock. So this is an hour and 45 minutes south of me.
Response from government, from the community members there. Still waiting to hear from witnesses on scene, but the governor, Governor Sanders, did say, she issued a statement, I should say, wanting to provide her prayers for the victims and all those impacted. She says, I've been briefed on the tragic shooting in Fordyce. I'm in constant contact with state police at the scene. I am thankful to law enforcement and to first responders for their quick and heroic action to save lives.
Must be election year.
Big picture now, let's widen the scope. There were roughly 9 mass shootings just over the weekend across the country. Also, that includes a shooter opening fire at a splash pad in Michigan, injuring 9, including an 8-year-old child at Round Rock, Texas. 2 people were killed celebrating a Juneteenth party over the weekend. So obviously, this just kind of fits into the pattern of mass shootings, 230 plus for the year, Ellison. And we're following, obviously, the latest details on this.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord, babies. Good Lord, babies. We can't even go to the grocery store. Okay, but we have to wait on, we don't know, this could have been a personal thing, but it doesn't sound like it. But this is just now happening, and I'm just a YouTuber, so I'm not going to be speculating on any of this. But I am going to be keeping up with it, and I'll keep you guys updated like I did on the murder dude arrested in Morrilton. Carrie, thank you. Pray for the loved ones of the lost, the loved ones, the injured. Pray for the injured. Pray for law enforcement. Y'all do what you want to, but I ain't going to be praying for the son of a bitch that did the shooting. I meant what I said. Too fucking bad they didn't kill your ass right then and there. You guys got any idea how much it costs the state, any state, to prosecute these cocksuckers? When they're guilty as the fucking day is long. It's obvious as the nose on this face, the guilt. I fucking saw you shoot them, motherfucker. If you got that kind of witness, save taxpayers a few bucks. All right, we need to say goodbye. I need to say goodbye. And I just got the warning or the thing that tells me that I only have 15% battery left. And so that's perfect. Thanks everybody for participating. And I'll either see you later this evening or, after Bob goes to bed and things settle down around here, to finish up with those comments on the community tab, or be back tomorrow. And as always, spontaneous and unannounced. I have to work my lives I have to weave them into my real life. And so a song popped into my head and I have no idea what it has to do with anything. So here we go. Take the ribbon from my hair. Shake it loose and let it fall. Laying soft against your skin. Like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side. Till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time. So help me make it through the night. And I don't care who's right or wrong. And I won't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. For tonight, I need a friend. 'Cause yesterday is dead and gone. And tomorrow is out of sight. And it's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Darlings, go with God's good grace. Do something positive with the rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening, or middle of your night. And please continue putting into practice being kind one to another. It's not going to hurt you a single bit. It's not going to cost you one thin dime. It's going to come back to you tenfold. When you're least expecting it, you need it the very most. And that's a promise. So, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get out. I got to get some leftovers heated up for Bob and dab a little pine sol behind my ear so he thinks I've been cleaning all day. I love you guys. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye. Thank you, mods.